that's one of the great things about the show over the years is the access that we've gotten to do research and meet real congressmen and women and senators and their staffs and lobbyists and people who know some deep state secrets.
Say deep state?
Deep, yeah, deep state. Which they were also like way too willing to divulge some information to us early on. It was really kind of creepy. But I forgot where I was going with this for a second.
People who think that they're part. Like,
oh, yes, sorry. So whenever we meet someone from the right, they're always like, oh, we love what you guys are doing to the Democrats. And they're like, okay. And then we'll meet someone from the left and they're like, get those Republicans, guys. We're like, okay. They all think we're making fun of the other party.
That's so weird because I'm pretty liberal, and I've always seen the show as, and I know it doesn't say for specific reasons, but I've always seen the show to be about a Democratic administration simply because they were careerists and not just totally corrupt, batshit crazy assholes. Like they were just careerists. They were like career politicians.
Yes. I don't honestly. Both of those descriptions, I think, apply to both sides of the aisle.
Well, I always feel like I can notice like who is kind of a Republican in the show, and who is kind of a Democrat. Yeah.
I mean, we've got a hint at both. But again, I think one of the smart things which allows us to just be malleable and just sort of like play with everything is you don't want to call anything out too specifically because then you're married to it. So it's been fun to be able to, even our characters, you never quite know. I mean, some days she leans red, some days she leans blue, and part of the fun is being able to just sort of pick and choose what we think is the funnier way to skewer the issue.
Yeah, I would say my interpretation is by no means the truth. It's just my cynical interpretation of political.
It's an alternative fact, is what you're saying.
It is an alt fact.
Yeah,
an alt fact. That's right. Well, you're the guy with the deep state secrets, so.
No, it was funny. Like in the beginning, we would take out these young staffers and just get them drunk, really. Just be like, no, tell us what it's really like, working for your boss. And they would all, first of all, they were all really young, which was sort of scary. It's like these are the boys and girls who are writing policy for their districts back home. And their congressmen or woman or senator or whatever, like they're taking all the credit. So these kids right out of college. All of them are off the charts intelligent. All of them. And then they like to party. Like when they're allowed to drink, they're just like, just give us the booze, man. It's been such a rough day. Just give us the booze. So we, a bunch of actors taking them out, like just plying them with.
They know how to party too, or are they the type of hyper intelligent workaholics that like get a little booze in them, and you're like, oh come on, man, be cool.
Yeah,
like, take it down.
That's exactly what it is. Like they're so stressed out. They're so just like frazzled by their days that by the time they drink, they don't drink to like take the edge off or like enjoy the flavor of that Pinot with that delicious steak. It's like they're drinking to get drunk.
Don't say that to her. That's not. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, they all sat down at the table. We took these, I think it was 3 or 4 staffers out, and they all sat down and they all have 2 cell phones. And they took both of their cell phones, they sort of lay them face down on the table. It's almost like a gunslinger, like taking their guns off. Be like, we're not going to have any violence tonight. And it's like, okay, great. And then they would just sort of say, what do you want to know? And just tell us everything. Okay. And they would just sort of plow through. So it's like, you shouldn't have said that. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. And
did you ever feel like they were, because I've heard stories from.
We don't know where the aliens are. I mean,
people.
I know I'm going to get that question.
Like people who work on Homeland and other shows where they meet with folks from the CIA and from the intelligence community. Yeah. And they say that, what's fun about meeting with them is that the first hour of what they give you is what they want you to put into the show. And then you have to sort of look between the lines for what is actually interesting and maybe the truth. But it's all kind of like their spin and what they would like to see, how they would like to see their party or their politics depicted.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, look, everyone wants to cast themselves in the most positive light, and when they think you're actually going to use something, like, oh my God, they're going to base the character on me. You want to make yourself look more important and all that kind of stuff.
Not the Dan. He didn't want that.
Not the Dan.
Like,
no,
he's just being an asshole. That's fine.
He's like, leave me alone so I can make my money and do my thing.